to her like back then, they didn't want me, I'm blessed now. Talking to her like back then, they didn't want me, I'm back then, they didn't want me, I'm back then, they didn't want me, I'm blessed now. Talking to her like this. Talking to her like this. Talking to her like this. Talking to her like back then, they didn't want me, I'm back then, they didn't want me, I'm back then, they didn't want me, I'm blessed now. Talking to her like this.
Turn me around, keep pressing on, 'cause my soul is heavy now. 'Cause my soul is heaven now.
What is happening? What is going on? What is the deal, man? Y'all are back for another episode of the Raider Rundown, man. And as y'all can see, I already got my brothers on screen, man. We already getting ready to rock for today's episode, man. You already know what time it is. Y'all see the title of today's live stream, man. We are going to be going through the best / worst moments of the 2000s, right? And we talking about 2000s. It's going to be a very challenging day because we talking about post-Gruden era. So, right, other than that, before we get everything started, y'all already know what time it is, man. Let's go ahead. Let's play this funky music, and let's get the show ready. What is going on? What is the deal, man? Like I said, man, y'all already know all that good stuff. It's another episode here of the Raider Rundown. For your programming, make sure you guys are tapping on that like button, hit on the subscribe button, not only on my channel here, but on my brother's channels as well, man. Make sure y'all doing that. But before we get into all that, man, before we get into everybody, man, gotta say what's up to my peoples, man. Turf, Chido, what's the deal, man? What's going on?
What's cracking?
Man, I'm excited for this one, man. I'm excited, man. Like I told y'all yesterday, we're gonna get into it, man. This one right here, we're gonna put our brains together, man. Really, collectively either cry or laugh today, man.
Yes, sir.
When you invited me and Turf, I was like, "Oh, who's up to something?" When you split up the pairs, I was like,
Yes.
Right.
Y'all gonna give me what I need, man. You know what I mean? Cheeto won twice on our guy Afakasi's show, right? He didn't already show his powers. And as far as Turf, man, he a walking encyclopedia, damn near Raider knowledge.
Man.
So we need that, man.
That's knowledge for days, years.
Exactly.
Yes, sir.
So, but before we get into that, you know what we do, man. It's a rundown show, so we got to start with the first little segment of the evening, man. Y'all already know what it's called, man. We start with man, got to give a shout out to the roll call, man. Shout out to all the peoples in the chat, man, that we got going on here. I need to start using the new feature on StreamYard. I rarely be using this mug. I was trying to be doing the OG way, but either way, man, what's going on, man?
You got to show me how to use that feature. I still ain't learned how to use that.
Yeah,
What's
bro.
that?
Yeah, the showing the comments on stage. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm trying to be futuristic on here.
I don't think I get to see it. I don't see it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on so Turf know what's going on with the chat so we can see what's happening. But give a shout out to our guy Machiavelli in the building, man. What's the deal, man? Salute to the guy, and he gonna have Chris on his show after this. So make sure y'all.
Yeah, he is. Mm-hmm.
Sacktown in the building, man. What's going on, Sacktown? Salute.
Salute.
Chewy in the building. What's going on,
Yep.
Chewy? What's
You
happening?
already know Chewy always representing and support.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate you.
Man, what up, Postman? What's happening? What's happening? Apologies for the lateness. Your boy almost took a nap, and this show almost didn't happen. Okay. Apologies for the lateness, dog.
Man.
Rick Rock in the building, man. What's the deal? What's the deal, bro? Salute. Yes, sir. And then salute to all the family that's gonna be joining us in the building and as we continue, man. So let's not waste no time, right? Let's not waste no time. We can kind of give them the premise of kind of what we got going on. Before we do that, I forgot to say, man, make sure you guys are, you know, like I said, with the subscribe button, you know, we trying to get to that 3K, right? We close, man. We about
Yes, sir.
400 away or something like that, you know what I mean? So we close, Rundown fan. We getting there. So let's get it in, man. But anything y'all want to plug in before we get started?
Nah, man, I'm ready. Let's do this. It's been a minute. I love being on the Raider Rundown.
Yes, sir. Hold on, man. Anything you want to plug up, Turf, while I get my prompts ready?
You already know, man. Tonight, actually 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's the knockout canvas, ladies and gentlemen. So you know, if you're not on somewhere else, if somebody else says is not entertaining you for that particular point in time, and you want to talk some boxing, come on, please.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Your boxing shows tonight?
That's right. The knockout canvas Wednesday.
Check your Facebook. I sent you something.
Okay.
For y'all to talk about unboxing. Yeah.
Yes.
Fire. Salute to Ben. He's in the building, man. Salute.
Salute, Ben. What's going on, big dog?
So let's go ahead, man. Let's give him the prompt, man. So today, man, what we talking about? Best/worst moments of the 2000s, right? And then what the premise of today, what we're gonna be trying to do with the help of y'all in the chat, we're gonna put our brains together and we're gonna come up with 5 good moments, 5 worst moments of the 2000s, right? And kind of what I want to do with this new series here, man, before the season starts, right? It's a new regime, it's a new front office. Again, where are some of the steps there where we can say, all right, man, we kind of want this coaching staff to go in this direction, although there's not a lot in the 2000s we could probably say good, but either way, right, it's like we want to go in this direction. Where are the pitfalls that we've kind of had, you know what I mean? So just looking back to see how can we get back to that 90s success, right? Sort of something like that. So we'll go through kind of the whole team, and then we'll kind of go through positions a little bit too, because I kind of want people's opinions on where do they think, you know, maybe top 3 in the positions or who was sort of the best in the 2000s era. Although we're gonna have to nitpick. We're gonna have to nitpick on that motherfucker. So before we get into maybe the whole overall scope, you know, I got to kind of start with my most favorite position. Right, I got to start with my favorite position, running back. Right, we got to start running back. Who do y'all believe are the top 3 running backs in the 2000s era of Raider football?
Oh man,
2000s.
That's what I'm saying.
The best or the worst?
You gotta take out the first two, bro. We already know we can't put Bo and we can't put Marcus in there. You gotta
I was gonna say, it can't be any of those.
Off the top of my head, you're gonna hate me for this.
Okay. I know what he's gonna say.
Josh Jacobs and McFadden.
2000s?
Okay.
Or is Josh Jacobs 2 in the future?
No.
I was thinking. Thinking Nap. Wheatley.
Okay.
I know Wheatley is not going to be popular, but
I mean, okay. So this is the thing. If we don't add Josh, Josh is going to be like 2010s. So you would say 2010s if you technically want to go with Josh. But for this right here, fuck all that. He's going to be added in there. So he's added because we try to break it up like 2000s, 2010s. We don't have enough good teams and players to do that.
Yeah, we don't to break it down by decade.
Yeah, we can't break it down that way. So we got to mush them together. So Josh is technically part of it. We're talking 2000s into 2010s. So like specifically the car and the, let's just say Jason Campbell and all that bullshit.
Right.
We can all add that in. So if I'm going to be honest, and we're adding that, for me personally, what I've seen and watched, I agree with you for sure. McFadden is on there, right? McFadden is one for me. Not in no order, but he's in there. If we're adding Josh in there, and I want your opinion, I think he's got to be in there, bro. If we're talking about top 3.
Yeah.
I think he's got to be in there.
Another one would be the one that Jency gets compared to right now is Kaufman.
I think that's what Turf just said. Kaufman. So if we were to go McFadden, Kaufman, Jacobs, is that a good 3?
Oh, Jacobs is low for me right there, big dog.
I mean Jacobs, but I mean
no order.
Yes, so you're saying just 2000 and to date. 2000 and to date.
2000 to date.
Now that changes things for me. You said you gotta leave out. Yeah. Okay.
So my boy said Garner, Wheatley, and McFadden.
I already said Wheatley.
Okay.
I like Gardner. I think Gardner was great too, bro. Especially coming out of the
over Josh.
See, Kaufman is he didn't play 2000.
But would y'all say Charlie Gardner over Josh Jacobs?
No. Oh man.
No,
I couldn't.
No.
Gardner was good, but I wouldn't say over Josh.
No, exactly.
Over Josh, I don't know about that, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. Like because I personally, and I had this conversation with Severe and them the other day.
Right.
At their apex, everybody's healthy, everybody's at their best. I think McFadden's better than Josh Jacobs.
McFadden had the breakaway. Yeah.
I'm keeping 100%. I'm keeping 100%, bro. Like if McFadden was healthy and he wasn't continuously injured, bro, and both at their apex, McFadden's better to me. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
So that's one. But of course, we got to add the injury into it. But 2 is where you can kind of get me. Like if you want to start talking about Wheatley and Garner, right? Those are the ones where you can say Josh maybe because you would say he's more of an all-around back, in my opinion.
Yeah,
right.
But I mean, Wheatley to me wasn't a game changer. He had his moments, but he was utilized in certain packaging. Or there was like that one Kansas City game in the rain, you know?
Boy said,
that he went
Justin Parker. Shout out to Isaiah.
Oh my
God.
Shout out to Huggy Bear's son, bro. But he would run straight into a wall.
Absolutely,
bro. That was the lean years. That was like I remember Justin Fargas when we were like booty. That's the only time I remember Justin Fargas, to be honest.
You know who I liked and doesn't get enough love is Jalen Richard and then Washington. Those two small backs we had.
This is where I want to get into it right here because those would be like probably the big 3. I see a lot of everybody saying either McFadden, you know what I mean? I see Gardner, I see Wheatley. But then we get
Jacobs.
What if I throw one? What about Dominique Rhodes?
Man, Rhodes, really?
I don't remember that.
I remember Rhodes. I remember Rhodes.
I don't remember that.
Indianapolis, yeah.
2007, 2008.
How many yards did he get, Turf? Do you remember? Because I would I remember Lamont Jordan.
I don't know how many years. I just know he played with us for.
I know Lamont Jordan had his little run with us too. Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Terry Kirby, remember Terry Kirby?
Yep, Terry Kirby.
Mm-hmm. Terry Kirby had his little stint with us. Yeah.
Yep.
I know Chris loves him some Lamont Jordan. Mm-hmm. Harvey Williams, but see, I didn't include Harvey because I include him in that earlier.
Yeah, he's not 2000. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he's Harvey Williams. Yeah.
Well, now we're gonna take.
He's just a dope individual too. I like him. He's actually out pretty social if you're out there and social media, etc.
Harvey Williams?
Yeah, he's got.
Oh, I need to find him. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's got Instagram, Facebook. Like he interacts.
He was one of the first players I could rub on my brother's face because I was his favorite Chief, and then he became a Raider.
Okay, yep. Yeah. He definitely that definitely pissed him.
We're gonna take this prop right here, and we're gonna multiply that. We had some random running backs. Oh, for sure, and we're gonna take that. We're gonna multiply it in asking this question. Some of the worst running backs that we can come up with. I'll tell you right now, Trent Richardson's on there. Trent Richardson's on there.
Oh, absolutely. He's probably at the top of the list.
That was bad. Right? That was bad, bro. I still remember the meme, the picture of this man having the wide ass open hole to the right side, and he's still running to the left.
God, Trent Richardson.
It wasn't a good look.
That was terrible. That was terrible.
Good.
Who else?
Not a good look at all.
All right, bro.
Is it too soon to ask Zeus?
Zamir White. Everybody already saying.
Is it too soon?
Zamir White immediately.
I don't know, bro. He only had 1 year.
That's good enough.
Not even 1 year.
Enough.
5 games. Where people crowned him the best running back in the NFL.
Yeah. Just because of maybe how some of the fans reacted, you might have to add him in there.
Right.
Like there's worse. I feel like there is worse. But then again,
yeah, of course.
We've always had pretty good running backs. I'm not
because L Train was good. I liked him.
Latavius was nice.
Latavius was nice. I'm trying to think who we have. Michael Bush wasn't bad.
I like Michael Bush, man.
He would be considered a good one, man. Yeah,
I like him. We had a nice little 1-2 back in the day, man. With him, I forgot who else.
Yeah, he was a key contributor too.
Yeah,
I remember that.
I'm trying to think of the worst ones. Peyton Barber. Oh wow.
Doug Martin. Was that bad?
Doug Martin. He did nothing for us.
Doug Martin did shit.
He was a big free agent that came from Tampa.
All right. I know we love him. Well, I don't think it technically was his fault. I can't put Marshawn in there because Marshawn came and we were.
I wouldn't throw Marshawn in there.
Marshawn is the worst. Oh
no, we were asking. No, I'm saying if we're gonna add somebody that wasn't here for a long ass time and didn't really do shit.
Yeah.
He was here for like 1 year.
I mean, even in his later end of his career, he still had some big runs for us.
Exactly.
That's true.
MJD.
Jones Drew.
Maurice Jones-Drew? I wouldn't put him at the worst either.
He was booty with us, bro. I'm sorry. I didn't like him.
He was garbage. But
he wasn't what he was at.
Right. From that respect,
that's what I'm saying. Not saying like as far as worse, but as far as when he got here, he was not Jacksonville Maurice Jones-Drew at all.
Oh, not at all.
We got ready to retire Maurice Jones-Drew.
We sure as hell did. So, give me my money. I'm on my way out more, MJD.
Yeah, bro. That's exactly what we got. Now, I mean, looking at, let me see. I think, I know we collectively all put Trent.
Is my mind so programmed to not look at the bad players that I can't think of 3?
This is gonna shine the light on
there. Out there. Yeah.
Hold on. I'm looking right now because I feel like, to be honest with you, it's kind of harder for running backs. Like we haven't really had that many, bad running backs to be like.
That's true. It's probably easier for me to name bad receivers and running back and quarterback.
Yeah, like this is a position we actually kind of get right. I ain't gonna lie.
For the most part, we do.
Yeah, we actually get right. Oh yeah, no. I don't know what the hell they was looking at.
Is it too soon to add McCormick to that list?
Man,
he's sticking around. He's still. I was gonna say that too. He's sticking around.
You already know he got a spot.
He's still there, bro.
Wow.
So I can't even be mad at him, to
My
be
man
honest.
ready. Yeah, my man is ready to play this year.
We had a dude
ready to
named
go.
Marv Hubbard.
Marv Hubbard. I don't remember him.
Nah, yeah, we can't. Nah, it's not that many bad running backs. I know we've all said Trey Richardson. That's one for sure.
Trey Richardson for sure.
I would probably, to me, I'd put Doug Martin in there because when we got him, it was like, all right, bro, you know, we ain't see shit. Like in Tampa, Doug Martin was nice, and then he got here and he was trash.
He didn't do nothing here. Yeah.
Same with Maurice Jones-Drew. So I
Right.
put both. I put them in there. But okay, going from running backs, this is where it gets easier, like you said, because running backs usually have. You kind of see it. We kind of have a good little history. There's two positions on offense. We kind of have a nice little history. It's running back, and surprisingly, y'all gonna say it, tight end, bro. We have a nice little history at tight end.
Oh, we've had a history of tight end. Yeah.
Tight end. I even going center too. If you want to look at it, we've had very good centers in our history.
Exception of Andre James, yeah.
Without Andre,
Good point. Nah,
before Andre, you had a gold jacket wearer on there. We're talking about Rodney
Jesus, right?
Rodney Hudson going to the Hall. So at that point, bro, you know, you hope you repeat your success with JPJ. That's what you hope.
Right.
That's
but
100.
let's go to the outside. Let's go to the outside, bro. Let's start with the bad. Worst receivers of the 2000s. Now, when you say worst, you can put most disappointment. You can put most disappointing, right? I'm gonna start it off.
Hayward Bay.
I knew you was gonna say that. I hear DHB and I raise you Brian Edwards.
Yeah.
Well, Brian Edwards wasn't the number one pick, bro.
Yeah, Brian Edwards. He hurt my heart.
Because then we can add this in. The Raider fans who hyped it up ruined it as well. Just like how we did with Zeus. We thought Brian Edwards was the next coming to Michael Crabtree. We all said, well, another one. And then just fell straight off the cliff.
That's
straight
true.
off the cliff, bro. Now.
Jerry Porter.
You didn't like Jerry Porter? Well, you know what? Once Brown and Rice left, he was exposed.
Everybody said he was the next one, right? Everybody was
he was going to be the
next one. That was terrible.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, he was supposed to be Tim Brown's there, remember?
Okay. So I see a lot of people that are going to agree with you. They say Jerry Porter, DHB for sure. I'm on that for sure. And real quick, man, salute to Silver and Black Radio Podcast. Salute.
Hey, what's going on, big dog?
Hey, I also got to say salute to my guy, Bill, man, the Jimbo. My bad. Yeah, Mr. Jimbo over there in the TikTok world, man.
He always, salute.
Joins all the Raider stuff. He's an avid Raider fan, so salute.
Chronicles Jimbo. Of the Black Hole was going on. The greatest center we had was Jim Otto, for sure.
Yeah,
RIP.
for sure. There's no question about RIP. Yeah, I know.
Well, okay. Well,
Not
I think
even question.
This is probably the better number one answer if you're talking about worst receiver in 2000s. I mean, come on,
Antonio Brown. See,
I mean,
the thing with Antonio is that he wasn't a bad receiver.
Nah, exactly. That was just
he was a head case, which is different.
Straight up.
This is where it got bad. Like this is where it gets like kind of tricky because what Chido's saying is true. When he got here, bro, it wasn't talent. Motherfucker was still a top 3 receiver in the league.
Still
no
fucking
true.
No question.
True.
He was just crazy as batshit. So at that point, it was different, bro. But he was still a top 3 receiver in the league, so I can't be mad at that. We don't have good history with trading for motherfuckers, do we?
Nah, because I wait for
it don't ever go well.
This is gonna go into best, right? Because I'm not gonna put him in there, but when we trade for receivers, there's only been one dude, and I don't even think we traded for him. I think we got Jerry off free agency, huh?
Jerry came free agent.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. You know what I'm saying? We don't trade for receivers well at all. At all. Well, again, the latest failed experiment is playing
I
in
Denarius. I wouldn't say Denarius Moore was bad, bro.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say Denarius. He was just mid. We all thought he was better than what he was.
You know who had size? Cash Schilling, but his hands, bro, were so questionable. He would drop some wide open passes.
And that's the worst shit, ain't it? If you start talking about man, he got the speed. He can route. Yeah. But the main thing you need at your position is to catch the ball, and your ass can't do that.
yeah. No, that was the thing with Chaz, bro. Oh my god.
Hey, bro. Now, and talking all this before we get to the other one, a lot of these guys that we're naming right here, does it not sound familiar to kind of what we're hearing this offseason?
Right. Yeah, that's the way people talk about Thornton and Beck and all that is how we hear about DHG, Brian Edwards, and
I'm trying to like, bro. I'm trying to be as positive as I can, dog. But every time I get this, oh my God, King Street Brody just brought up a bang.
Johnny Lee Higgins.
That's back in the day,
Johnny
yeah. You brought up a name for me. That's back in the day for me. But yeah, now that scares me with Thornton, bro. I don't want to add his name to this list. You know what I mean?
No.
Where we're like, damn, he's got all the speed.
The thing that scares me with Thornton is where he comes from. The history with Tennessee wide receivers is so bad that that's the scary part. Yeah,
right. Yeah. That's a fact. Hey, Michael Billy said Randy. I ain't gonna lie. I saw, like, you know how they be introducing the players on like Sunday night, and then they'll have their little, rundown from blah 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 school. You know what I mean, bro? They showed Randy. You could tell he didn't give no fucks about being on the Raiders.
None, not one, bro, not one.
That motherfucker said Randy Moss, Marshall. That's it.
That's what would even say in high school sometimes.
Yeah, bro. You tell he does not care about being here, dog.
Right. That's
hey, look here.
Mike, you tripping.
Yeah, you're violating now, dog. Jacoby.
Where's his flag on the play?
I used to like Jacoby, dog. I used to like him, man.
Now, he just was too small.
Man, that Chiefs game that he had, bro, that one time. You feel
he dominated that game. Yeah.
Killed that game, bro. Killed that game.
But he was so small. He took that one big hit, and then that was it.
Too much punishment, bro. Yeah. Too much punishment. And it was a different, like, if he would have played in today,
they're more protected today.
Yeah. I think he would have been
better.
He
would be like Tyreek Hill almost if he was to play today.
He would have been better, bro. He would have been way better today. And there's another player, we'll go through it, that I think if he would have played in today's era, he would have been way better. But it's a quarterback, and I'll let y'all guess who it is.
Denarius Moore went to Tennessee. My bad, Severe.
That is true. That is true. Let's hope we don't get the repeat. You feel what I'm saying?
Severe in the building.
Big dog Severe, what up, family? And make sure y'all go to the family channel next week.
We had way worse receivers than just that, though, right?
Worse receivers?
Yeah. Johnny Morant. Yeah.
Yeah, Johnny Morant was horrible. Ashley Lilly was bad too.
What about the guy people just liked for his name, Stoner? And they only wanted him.
He wasn't that bad though. No, real talk. Stoner
was a preseason warrior.
He was just
I'm gonna be real. For me, like all the thought processes I go to the 2000s, it really haven't had that many dog shit receivers either. Like, we've had more like mid to like, this dude that came out of nowhere type of receivers. Like, remember, damn, what's his name, bro? He wore number 18. He was tall as hell, and I think his last name was Holmes. Andre Holmes. We have receivers like that, like most of the times that I remember in the 2000s era, where it's like they're not overly hyped up, but they was good for us. You know what I mean? They was pretty good for us. Keelan Doss. Keelan
Doss. Oh,
I like Doss. I like
He's he was all hype.
I like Doss too, but I mean, I don't think he really ever got a chance though. I mean, he wasn't right. He wasn't given like, a good solid few games to.
But even after us, he went to Jacksonville and
he did. He just did. Yeah, he didn't pan out. I don't know why I'm trying to save him.
Now this dude, I'm not gonna put his worst. I actually thought
he wasn't that bad.
I like Rod.
He wasn't that bad.
Peter wasn't bad.
No, not to me.
He wasn't great, but he wasn't that bad.
It's a lot of our receivers like that in the 2000s. You're like, he ain't bad, he ain't great, but he ain't, world beater or anything like that. So going from that, right? Okay, let's get happy now. Let's get happy. And some of y'all already guessed it correctly in the comment section on what quarterback I'm talking about.
Jerome Griner. Wow.
They already know. We already guessed correctly, but we'll get into it. But let's go. Let's get into the happy moments. Oh, I put best. Hold on. Give me a second.
You already know who the happy moment is.
There we go.
Best.
That's the GOAT.
Who?
It's
Jerry?
the GOAT. Yeah. It's not even question.
But I thought we couldn't include it. This was post Super Bowl, remember?
Post.
Yeah, 2000. Jerry Rice played.
No. I know that. Remember, Rundown said we couldn't go with the obvious two. Tim and Jerry.
Oh, so Tim Brown.
No,
Okay,
Tim Brown is obvious for me. But other than that, everybody else for him.
You want to know what's ironic? We clown Jerry Porter, right? But hey, two back-to-back 900+ yard seasons.
But that was when Tim and Jerry were here, though.
That's Tim and Jerry.
Between 2002
he
and
was the Raider Juju Smith-Schuster, huh? I mean, because as soon as
he played 2002 to 2008.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got.
And you said he had 900 yards in between, right?
He had two 900-yard plus seasons back to back, and a 9 TD season in 2004. So it was post 2002.
Y'all are disappointing me, man. Y'all not even bringing up the obvious.
I would say Renfro.
Like there is no obvious.
Crabtree, Renfro.
Crabtree had bro, he had a career with us.
Oh, bro, Crabtree had a hell of a career.
Crabtree had a career with us. Dog.
Come on now.
I liked Crab.
Luis Murphy.
Yeah, Crab was better than the motherfucker we drafted in Amari Cooper, and we thought he was going to be a top 5 receiver.
Yeah, he was 2015. Yeah, Crabtree was. Yeah,
Crab was the number one.
Cooper were good together, man.
Yeah, but Crab was the number one, bro. I don't give a fuck with nobody.
Crab was the number one. I saw him make a crazy ass catch inside the
Let me before we continue. Let me bring up a scenario at you though. Although Crab was the number one, he was more of a 1B though. In my opinion, he wasn't like somebody I can say like, oh, he's a top 5 receiver in the league. You know what I mean? Like at the point that we got him at, he kind of reminded me of what we got right now, where it's like Jacoby.
Oh, I know Jacoby Meyer.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, same thing, kind of. It reminds me of the
Tyrell Williams. Was he even healthy enough to play?
When he wasn't in street clothes, goddamn it! I mean,
oh man.
When he wasn't in street clothes. Mac Hollins. I don't know.
Amari Cooper. You gotta say Amari
Cooper in there.
And
you don't like him.
I have like personal hate for Amari Cooper.
I do too. So
I mean, you do, but you still gotta recognize what he did as a Raider, bro.
What did he do?
Exactly.
What did he do?
He was part of that passing attack. He was
Crabtree was better, bro.
I'm not saying he wasn't better.
Back-to-back 1,000-yard season.
But he was still part of it, bro.
2015 and 2016, he had 1,000 yards.
I sooner put fucking Devontae on there than I put Amari on there. Look out of here.
I still had Devontae. Devontae, to me, was one of the more explosive receivers.
First of all, with all that quarterback turmoil and all the extra, the motherfucker still did have 1,000 yards. And
that's what I'm saying, man.
I will say that. We just didn't like.
What about Carr's
Seth Roberts?
That dude, yeah. Seth Roberts.
Undrafted motherfucker, didn't he?
Right.
Yes, part of it is just hate. I'm admitting to you right now.
Aguilar earned himself a nice little contract with us, bro.
Right.
Yeah. His problem too, he always was like, you always would worry if he would fucking secure the football or not.
Because he caught with his body.
Correct.
I don't like receivers that catch with
it. Always. Nelly did. I mean, he did have 1 good year. I ain't gonna cap though. And we'll get into Derek. I know we will. Derek made some careers a little bit too. Now I will say he's not my favorite.
That's what I'm saying. Nelly got that contract because of Derek.
Derek got some people paid now. I will say. Now, okay, we said Seth Roberts. We said all that.
Is it really right? You need to add him to the worst.
Is it really that bad that we can't think of like a collective 3 receivers to come up with in the 2000s?
Well, in my mind, I know Waller was a tight end, but he was never a traditional tight end.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna lie. I'm with Brody, bro, because the only time I remember is like when couple years ago when we had Devontae, and he was the only 90 I fucking remember.
Hey, Ruggs before the shit happened.
Okay, I'm glad you said it.
I was killing fools in Madden with Henry Ruggs, bro.
If the accident didn't happen, goddamn it, he was on his way. He was on his way.
It still hurts, man.
Because he made some plays, bro. He made some plays. And I told Mike this when we were having our show, bro. He made some plays that you just don't be like, that's not no regular receiver play.
Right. No, even the ones he would jump up for because he wasn't a tall receiver.
Exactly.
He would jump up for those. Yeah.
He did his thing.
It makes me mad to this day. Makes me mad to this day. This motherfucker had something. And Space Beast going 2000s to current, because if we try to go break it up in 2010 and all that. 2000
post Super Bowl though.
Yeah.
Not including Timmy and Jerry.
Because if we try to add break it up, we don't have that many. Bro. We don't have that many.
Seth Roberts had a good.
I used to love it.
Seth Roberts was good, bro. I Seth Roberts.
18 yards, 13.
Brought up third in Renfro.
They're out there in Renfro.
Honorary mention. I mean.
Okay.
I don't hate Aguilar, bro. I like Nelly because he went to USC.
Hey, and Andre Holmes.
I'm taking Coop out for my hate bias. I like the other two. I hate bias.
He said I'm not including you know who.
Right.
Fuck that. I put Antonio Brown's feet before I put Coop. Sorry.
Man. The hate for Devontae Adams, bro.
Well, if we're technical, he only had like a year and a half, so it was like
he still didn't notice most the wide receivers in that year and a half.
He did more than most people in that year and a half.
Yeah, he did.
1 year wonder leftovers. Ex-Packer. Jordy Nelson, James Jones, Devontae. Yeah, we do got three. Then Devontae Adams. Then we do got a
He was sorry though, because he wasn't sorry.
Bro, you want to know why we say that? You want to know why we say that? Because he only had those two good years. But think back, Chido. Even in them 2 good years, you always said, "Damn, he could be doing more."
Right.
That part,
Be honest, bro. You would always be like, "There's something missing, dog." And now we know because he's soft as Charmin. So now we all, bro, we knew what it was.
Yeah, that's true.
I hate Crab more than Coop, to be honest. Both of them got punked live.
Man, the chain.
At least I saw Crab swing back. My boy Coop had to be escorted off the field.
Rebel. We forgot Ronald Curry.
Yeah.
Wow, good one, Rebel. Ronald.
Shout out to Raider Rebel.
Yeah, that's a good one right there, bro.
Yeah, I forgot about Curry.
That epic catch in Denver in the snow. Yeah.
All right. So,
my boy Zay Jones.
They almost had 800 yards in 2006, something like that.
That was receivers, right? So we came up with a nice little list there. This is where it gets kind of interesting.
We'll
start best quarterbacks of the 2000s.
Number 1, Derek Carr.
Yeah, it's gotta be. It's gotta
be. Yeah, I mean, there's no question.
No debate.
You
can like him, you can hate him. It is what it is, bro. But at the end of the day, Derek, he's on there. Damn. Okay, this is where it gets nasty because we talking about 2000s and quarterbacks have ass, complete ass. It's post Gruden era, dog. I don't
exactly right.
You know what? Fucking Jason Campbell, bro. He's in there for me.
Thank you, Jason Campbell, man.
I can put that in there, bro. Jason, it is. It's
low, very low.
Hey, Kerry Collins, bro.
Kerry Collins.
You know what? He had that beautiful deep ball. He did. He knew how to get the ball to Randy.
In 2005, he had 3,700 yards, 22.
You talking about Gradkowski? Bruce?
Bruce Gradkowski.
McCown, Josh McCown in 2007.
Well, when did Rich Gannon stop playing with us?
After he got 03 or 04?
2004.
Yeah,
he was 99 to 04.
That was after the Super Bowl.
Yep. It was after the year after the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl. Yeah, he had 4,600 yards.
Gannon is the easy one, bro. Take it out. Take it out.
Yeah,
You have to. Yeah, you have to take him.
Carson Palmer.
Man, dog. I remember Palmer for how pissed everybody was for what we traded for him.
Right.
Yeah, we gave up a lot for him, bro. A lot.
What?
Yep.
Okay, take us back. Why did we do that?
Okay, so if you remember, that team was rolling with Jason Campbell.
They
were rolling. We were
that.
on a good run, so they wanted to keep that momentum going. Nobody behind Campbell was suitable enough, bro.
It was that bad.
So they thought by getting Carson Palmer, because Hugh Jackson knew him, that would be the answer, and we'd make our run.
Wasn't it the middle of the season though?
Middle of the season.
Knowing what we know now, I'll tell you right now, we were all making.
Palmer was on the couch for like a year and a half.
Bro, if we were all making content, bro, I could tell the amount of gold people would be getting at that point if we were making content at that point. The middle of the season,
my God, yes.
and we're
Bro,
expecting.
I was at the game when we played Kansas City, where Palmer was there, and he ended up coming in. It was so bad because Kyle Bowler started, and that's who got picked off. I don't know how many times.
My word, bro. See, that's how you know.
Yeah.
That's how you know. So now, I mean, we going. We talking about best. I mean, we collectively Campbell, Carr. Shit. I guess a lot of people are saying Gradkowski. That's the overwhelming kind of favorite. That
He was like savior to JaMarcus. You know, like we didn't want JaMarcus, give us Bruce. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Because he had those memorable game. Remember the game against Pittsburgh Turf?
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Bruce Almighty.
Yeah. See,
Rebel said the same thing. The game that he had against the Steelers was a classic. So
Yeah.
It was.
Okay,
Cincinnati too. Cincinnati
too.
won game 1 in drive against Cincinnati.
This shit is sad, bro. This shit is sad.
It's bad.
You understand that we're going on, my brothers. We're trying to collectively think of 21 years of Raider football. Because we're excluding 2003, so we're excluding
King Street.
we can't come up with 3. Well, we're talking about Bruce Gradkowski as our third best fucking quarterback in that time. That's crazy.
It's rough. It's bad business. It's bad business. I ain't gonna lie.
Now, for some of the teams, right? Like if you look at like say if you were like the Packers or something, you can only pretty much bring up 3 dudes because that's all the fucking quarterbacks they've had. You know what I'm saying? Like, you like looking at it, that's how funny it is. Because if you look at the Packers, you're like, in that 24-year time span, pretty much Aaron Rodgers. It's pretty much Aaron Rodgers, a little slim piece of Brett Favre, slim piece of Jordan Love. You know what I'm saying? That's how you supposed to fucking do it.
Bro, I fucking can't believe we forgot EJ Manuel.
Oh no, don't worry about it. We'll get into that because he's coming into the worst quarterback of the 2000s. Well, exclude take off the one, bro. We're not bringing up JaMarcus Russell. We all fucking know what time it is.
Right.
Yeah.
We got to think outside the box, right? I'll start it off. Ain't no O'Connell.
Hey, hold up.
Okay, I am not a fan, but I wouldn't throw him up there as the one.
What's going on here?
I will put up Gardner Minshew half a year, whatever the hell.
Yeah, now Gardner Minshew, yeah.
Gardner Minshew up there.
Being serious, Gardner Minshew was up there for me. That was
he's got to be, bro. We weren't even supposed to see.
Oh, hey, don't worry about it. I'm kidding about Aiden O'Connell for some of y'all.
Jimmy, oh my God, Jimmy.
Y'all, let's subscribe. Relax now.
Jimmy, the way Jimmy played, Jimmy definitely belongs.
Oh, yeah.
The way Jimmy played.
He stunk it up. He stunk it up.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy, bro? We could damn near have 2 quarterbacks on this list from the same year. Because I fuck around and put who'd you and Chris go watch in Chicago? Who the fuck was that?
Yeah. That was
Brian Hoyer.
Brian Hoyer. That was terrible. That was so bad.
Me and Chris had a great time in Chicago.
That was so bad, though. That had to be horrible, bro. I know y'all was just sick that game.
No, It's frustrating for y'all, Sal. I know, because y'all seen success and you're like, dog, what the fuck happened? But for me, you have to understand, we going through all this. This is all I know, right? With Carson Palmer's and all that. That's my shit.
You know who was bad too? Andrew Walter. Andrew Walter was bad.
Andrew Walter. Okay.
Yeah. Andrew Walter was definitely
bad.
not good.
You know who else? Well, maybe because he got his spot taken. But what didn't we have like McGloin? McGloin was bad.
Yeah, we had him too.
I will never forgive fucking the disgrace that Connor Cook made me watch against that fucking Houston Texas playoff.
That wasn't Cook's fault though, man. You talking about who?
I don't care,
and Turf always talks about giving quarterbacks time to develop.
He pissed down his leg
at the very end of a crucial part of the season.
He pissed down his leg on national television, dog. We all sat there. We knew. How do we all know before the game start? Right? Oh yeah, it's over.
But that was the epitome of fucking up a young quarterback, right there.
Yeah, he was
rookie quarterback.
Right.
Yeah.
He was never supposed to play. Let's just keep it a bean.
He wasn't. That was never
supposed to.
Are we gonna put Desmond Ridder in there?
I really can't blame him.
I can't put Ridder in there. He was just more of a fill-in.
Yeah, like he wasn't supposed to be playing either. He didn't know nothing.
I agree. Yeah. He wasn't supposed to be seeing no field action. Yeah. I'm seeing a lot of Connor Cook. Connor Cook
comes from anger, bro.
It is.
Connor Cook comes from anger. Yeah.
It was terrible watch, bro. That shit was
Kyle Bowler was ridiculous.
Yeah,
horrible.
Yeah. Andrew Walter. Okay, I get that for sure.
I remember. Yeah, that was a bad one.
Jimmy G. It's so crazy how
Jimmy
this shit
G
is so
horrible,
that Jimmy G and Gardner Minshew.
What did y'all think of the Culpepper, Aaron Brooks era?
It was better than Jimmy G, bro.
I thought they were better than what we just named. If we're talking about,
and that's why I couldn't name them because
Jimmy G was probably the bottom.
If you're gonna compare Gardner and Jimmy G to Culpepper and Brooks, I'd take Culpepper and Brooks, to be honest.
Every day of the week.
Tui was another false prophet. Tui Osasoko.
Yeah, and we're gonna bring up Terrence's answer from earlier. EJ Manuel.
EJ Manuel.
Yeah, it's another old school.
Now I will
too.
Jimmy G is trash too. Yeah, he did play for the. We got drafted by the Bills. Drafted by the Bills.
That's what that's
now I will bring this up. There are a couple quarterbacks that had potential where you can't necessarily put him as the best, but you can't put him as the worst. Now, like Campbell, if he didn't get hurt,
Campbell,
he could have been in that conversation for me.
In that Hugh Jackson offense, they were rolling.
Oh yeah, he was rolling. He was rolling, bro. And then if you talk about, and I brought this up earlier, and I just think that he played in the wrong era, dog. Terrell Pryor, if he were to have played in this era currently, I think he would have been better suited.
Yeah, he was like, what's the guy from the Saints, the one who plays quarterback and then tight end?
Taysom Hill.
Yeah, he was Taysom Hill before Taysom Hill.
Yeah, but the thing with Terrell is like, he could throw, bro. He could throw. I just think, they were trying to turn his ass to a pocket passer. They didn't know how to.
They didn't know how to use him back then.
Nah.
We were still in the traditional quarterback phase of the NFL.
Yeah, because when I think back at it, there wasn't that many quarterbacks back then that were running. Like,
and if they weren't considered elite, like Cordell Stewart. Right. That was the knock. He's not a traditional quarterback. So
right.
Aren't you glad we didn't get the Colts QB now? Well,
Richardson.
Let's keep the beam, bro.
I definitely.
Anthony Richardson was not supposed to play.
He was supposed to sit.
Yeah, that's more on the Colts to me. We all knew what it was. The man only had 15 starts. We all knew. Like, it's a secret.
Like, the NFL, bro. Come on, man. That was ridiculous. That's
a fact. That's a fact. He did used to run back.
He used to run back like 10 yards. He thought he was playing Tecmo Bowl.
Yeah. Sad to say, I don't know if I can. No, this is going to be a funny conversation because I actually do want to get y'all take on that. And of course, I know Turf is going to give me some gems here. We're going to go with the hog molly, right? We talking about the O-line.
Oh,
Worst
God.
old lineman of the 2000s. I'm already gonna bring one up. Y'all already know what.
Alex fucking Leatherwood.
James. Oh,
Alex
yeah.
Leatherwood. I'm surprised, bro. Who gonna bring it up? I'm gonna see who bring it up first. I'm gonna see because we talking about old linemen.
Oh, Brandon Parker, bro.
Brandon
He's
Parker,
definitely
bro, taking that goddamn
they're
Breeder
both my
scholarship.
number ones. Like, yeah, that Brandon Parker, bro. That used to hurt my heart.
Brandon Turnstile Parker.
That goddamn scholarship, bro. This man, and I don't know how he stayed on the team as long as he did.
Right.
Leatherwood, show. Leatherwood was
Gallery.
No,
Gallery didn't live up to the hype.
Right, he wasn't that bad.
But he was
he wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't that bad.
Do you put
Andre James? Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. do you put Andre James in there, bro?
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
I would because, bro, he lost every rep. That was every power rep like he lost.
Bruce Campbell. When was Bruce Campbell drafted?
He lost.
Andres Pete was bad last year, bro. He was bad.
He really looked bad, but he got it.
Who was the guard that we didn't like when Josh McDaniels first got here? And the guard was playing. We were like, bro, why the fuck does the dude keep playing? I'm trying to remember, bro.
I can think of.
There was a guard. We were all like, bro, we did not like this man playing, but he continued playing. And he's damn near like that. Yeah, when Josh McDaniels got here, bro. I forget his name. But it was like I'm gonna go back. I'm finna go back. Hold on.
They drafted Parham. I mean, I remember that.
He's quickly joining this list for me. I remember, bro, people can get mad all they want, bro. Yeah. He's on his way. He's on his way because
Jordan
this right
Simmons.
here. And Eddie Rader says Cody Whitehead.
Rolton. There with Greg.
Rolton. Oh my God.
Yeah, Greg.
Hero's stealing ass. Yeah,
bro. That he was bad, bro. He was bad.
Rotten, we called him, right? Didn't we call him Rotten? Yeah.
Mr. Rotten. Yeah, bro. Brandon Parker stayed on payroll like a bandit.
Oh, yeah, I don't understand how Brandon. I don't know how Brandon.
That was when we started the Raider scholarship term. Remember?
There was never a worse off. I would even take Andre James back before I took Brandon Parker, and it was like nothing worked right for that man. Nothing. Like it was just always bad looking.
Bad.
Run blocking,
always bad looking, everything, and it was just like, why are you even here? Like it was just so bad. Like he didn't even want to look at himself half the time. It was, bro, it was a big train wreck. I can't think of any other worse.
I think he was bad, bro. He was bad. So I think we all kind of collectively we got Brandon Parker, Leatherwood. Right, Leatherwood.
You can take Leatherwood
from a lot of other people, man. Like Pete, Andres Pete. You talk about Greg Van Roten. You talk about a lot of.
I don't think any team has had. Yeah, this kind of bad luck.
You know what I'm saying? It's too easy to bring up worst. It's too easy.
I would say Illuminor was bad.
No, Illuminor wasn't bad. Who said that?
Okay,
I'm gonna say that.
I'm not gonna add Illuminor in there. I
think he held it. I mean, shoot, hell, he just got a good contract to the Giants, right? Yeah, he wasn't bad.
He was the one that always got in trouble with penalties too, right?
Right. Yeah, he definitely was a penalty.
That was a problem. I think that's why some people don't like him because he always got penalties and shit.
You saw a flag and we all knew it was Illuminor.
Like, pretty much. Now this one, I'm gonna throw a wrench at it because we'll talk about this. But best old linemen of the 2000s, I'm gonna start it off, bro. And y'all can look at me weird. I'm gonna say Colton Miller. I'm putting Colton Miller on.
Nigga, turn straight.
I knew it. I'm gonna tell you why. It's hard for me to remember who the left tackle was before he got here.
You crazy.
Give me the bean. It's hard for me to remember who our left tackle was before Colton Miller got here. I don't remember. Yeah. He's been here that long and held it down that long. You got to think about that, bro. I personally don't remember who the left tackle was before we drafted that man. I don't. Y'all let me know. I mean,
I'm with you. He's
very sad.
One would have to be Rodney Hudson.
Very sad.
Rodney Hudson's in there.
Gallery too, actually, is actually an honorable mention.
I would put Donald Penn.
Donald Penn.
He was right tackle. I thought he was a right tackle.
I thought he was
I don't
left.
care what it is.
Oh, maybe. I'm totally guessing.
I just put him on there just for he's one of the best old linemen we've had in
Ooh,
2000.
Valdir left us though. He went to Arizona. Yeah.
So Rodney Hudson and Donald Penn are on there for sure. That's
Yeah.
easy.
Oh, absolutely.
easy.
Staples. Yeah.
What about what's his name? Oh, Gabe. Did you like? I like Gabe Jackson. I'm not gonna lie.
I did, but I don't think he's up there. You know what I mean? But I did like him. I did like him. I think he was there. I think he was nice.
Then there's that other one, man. I can't pronounce his name. We got him from Baltimore.
Kalechi Osemele?
Osemele.
Yeah. Oh, he was great. Nice. He kept getting hurt.
He did though.
He just kept getting hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he kept getting hurt. But if
you know who we didn't add in the
healthy,
bad, and I'm gonna throw him out there because he didn't do nothing for us, was the one we got from the Patriots, the free agent O-lineman. Trent Brown?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. How did we forget that? He was one of the worst, bro.
Trent Brown.
But the crazy part is when he was like playing and he was right. He was right. He was a force.
He was right.
That's why I don't put him really on the list of like markers and
you said makes sense.
Them dudes are bad. They never had such a thing as a right day when it comes to the Parkers and the
This is my list. I like this. Donald Penn, Rodney Hudson, Colton Miller. That'd be my list.
Yeah.
I think Turf wants to remove Miller, bro.
Of course.
Hey, my boy, man. Pay the man. Pay the man. Turf, we gotta pay him.
He didn't get his bread. I thought they gave him his contract.
Not yet. No.
You better pay Colton for we subject ourselves to see a whole goddamn year of Charles Grant.
Andre was saying if they don't pay him, he needs to redshirt. How do you redshirt a veteran?
Yeah, right.
Bro, we about to be subject to watch Charles Grant for a whole year and we know he ain't ready, dog. Like we don't know what time.
Man, I'm hating SoCal. So hating.
First feeling is how I feel about Amari Cooper. It's the same thing.
I sense that. Yeah.
I can't help it, man. He just
Trent Brown's main highlight: eating gummy worms.
Yeah, there was so much stuff that came out of that Hard Knocks.
Right. That was.
Jonathan Abram ass in there.
Yeah.
And now
the bromance.
It's so bad. So bad.
AB was like, "You want to see my foot?"
No, they actually showed the feet, and this is like, nah, bro, nah. I agree with this. If JPJ continues the trajectory that he's on,
for sure,
100%, he'll be.
I like Richie too. Richie brought that.
Yeah, he was a dog. He
just wasn't here for that damn long, but he.
Correct.
He tried to be though. He tried to stay longer, but his health was just gone by
that point. And then he had, didn't he have a couple like a year or two like out the league? Didn't he have like some of that where he wasn't playing? Yeah, so that kind of took a little bit off of it too. Probably took some off
because there was that whole allegation on him that one guy made.
Right. It came out years later that the motherfucker was lying. So I remember exactly.
Because even when the Raiders signed him, people were making a big deal. Like, how can the Raiders give that guy a chance? Look what he did. Yeah.
Right.
So we bugging, man. Lincoln Kennedy.
He's 2000.
We did. We had to have said Lincoln.
He's 2000.
You talking Colton Miller? I didn't say no Colton Miller.
Lincoln Kennedy. Yeah.
Lincoln Kennedy is. When did he stop playing?
Yeah, he's not 2000s. I don't think.
Yeah, he was after things.
Well, I mean, his rookie season was 93.
So he's Super Bowl era.
Yeah, we're the same age. So
okay, then he probably stopped off Super Bowl.
Yeah, he's probably the ones that we considered automatic.
Yeah. So we got our last couple segments of it, right? Because what I want this is now y'all reveal. That's why I broke it up. I needed y'all for the offense, right? I needed y'all for the offense and to give me the takes on some of that and some of the takes that I need today for our top, our overall generalities of the top 10. And next week, I need Severe and Chris for the defense. They gonna get I need Severe and Chris for the defense next week. But I had to get the offense with my brother.
It's going to be fun.
I had to give the offense with my brothers this week because y'all know y'all already know what time it is. Especially when I start talking. Chido know what time it is. If I start talking running backs, Turf gonna know what time it is, right? So
you're gonna have Chris up here talking about Arden Key, one of the best defensive guys.
That's why it's gonna be funny. It's gonna be hilarious. It's gonna be hilarious. I'm gonna say this gonna be the same topic for both parties.
Right.
Head coaches. Because the best is probably far and few between. If we're talking about 2000, now don't trip. We got about 20 head coaches to choose from. Now there's about like 20 of them.
Can we include Chucky 1.0?
Yeah, right. It's 1.0 versus 2.0.
I guess. Yeah, 2.0 is bad. Fuck out of here. That shit was terrible. So I guess if you want to say one, yeah.
You don't know.
Who else? Del Rio? You gonna add Del Rio in there?
Oh, jeez, I love that. He didn't deserve to.
You know what? I'll add Hugh Jackson.
Obviously, he was a friend of the room.
Yes.
He's a friend of the room.
Hugh Jackson, I think, was on. He had us rolling, bro. He had us rolling.
I like Captain Jack. I don't know the way he made that decision for the offensive coordinator, defense, all that. That was the bad part.
Yeah, that was weird.
Terrence Jr., I'm a little biased when it comes to Tom Cable because he was the head coach for my school, Montana State.
We were asked, though. We were asked.
Cable took over Hugh Jackson's team, right?
I think so.
Who else? Is this the list? This ain't be the best.
I mean, I'm sure someone in the chat is going to say Gruden 2.0 because before he had to leave, we were on our way.
He's
on. We'll talk about it. He's on worst for me. He's on the worst. We talking about 2.0. 2.0. He's on the worst for me. Bro, there's no way this is the best of the best.
I mean, it's Hugh, Gruden, Captain Jack. Versace? Versace?
Bro, I thought about that, and that's how bad it was because Versace was only a couple months. Motherfucker wasn't even a full year.
Yeah, bro, it wasn't.
Oh my god, yeah, I guess this is it, bro. Yeah, damn. See, look, and this will paint to you the picture of even some of the older fans, just how fucking bad it's been, right?
Oh yeah,
y'all want to understand why we have no new fans. No new younger fans. This is why, bro. We all highlighting why.
Bro, and Rundown, even as an older fan, you could ask Turf. From after the Super Bowl with Flores and them to Gruden 1.0, it was Rocky too.
Yeah. It was not there.
It was Rocky too, bro.
Nothing to be proud of.
The team can here give some of the content creators restitution because we over here making this content, driving in new fans and shit, and the team's not doing it.
Not even a little bit.
You feel what I'm saying? We doing more outreach than the damn team.
Yep.
I mean, there was Lane. There was
Now that I know kind of the lore behind Lane Kiffin, I don't blame Lane Kiffin for his time.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I don't. Because he wanted some players that management fucked off. Let's put it like that.
Yes.
And if Kiffin would have had what he wanted, we would have at least had one gold jacket motherfucker in here. At least one.
I mean, if you look back, I forgot what I was watching, and Sean Payton was thinking about interviewing for the Raiders, and Parcells told him don't because of Al.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, SoCal, I'm trying anything, bro. Anything. It's got to be more. But I guess, bro, as we coming to a complete stop, so that's it. Now let's go. This is a damn shame, ain't it? Let's go to the easier part of it. Worst head coaches of the 2000s.
Oh, Art Shell 2.0.
Oh, man. I
Jesus
really don't want to do it. I don't want to do it because I was advocating, and it seems like, I hate to say this, but damn near got to put AP in there. Damn near got to do it.
It hurts, but you're.
Yeah, like it hurts to say it, but like you damn near got to put AP in there.
Yeah, he's 4 and what? Yeah, he's got to be in there.
Yeah, he's 4 and 13. Yeah, so
as much as we cheer for him, he's going down as one of the worst.
He's in there, bro. He's in there, and it shit sucks. It shit sucks. I don't want to put him in there. But
Hey,
to be honest,
wait for us to be accountable. Rundown, you right?
yeah, bro. People can talk shit all they want about our channels, but what they will not say is we ain't fair. No, we fair.
Right. We dole it out whichever way it's supposed to
You know
be.
what I'm saying? It hurts to say, but he is one of the worst.
Josh McDaniels.
Oh yeah, it's in there.
McDaniels definitely. He might literally be the worst. He actually literally just took away any sign of hope that we had from when we got to that 2021 playoff.
Yeah, 2021. Yeah.
He made sure that we would not recover. I'm just saying. He made sure we would not feel good.
And I'm gonna be real.
Long time.
Daniels is more frustrating for me. Well, not more.
He's the most frustrating.
Well, I wanted AP to succeed, but you could say McDaniels more frustrating because he had more experience and he had more.
And he had a chance. This was more than a second chance for him. This was a third chance.
Third chance. You know what frustrates me about McDaniels? It wasn't just the team he took the energy from, but from the fans as well.
Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to say.
Fans,
all of it.
You know,
everybody, bro. This was since when we started toting signs around everywhere the owner is about firing someone.
Right,
bro. That never happened from any of the coaches that we loved or hated.
We was done.
He really messed us up. He really messed us up.
Yeah, see, look, hey, Brody, I understand, bro. I understand because look, AP, I think Brody was with me during the season where I was like, nah, I like AP. You know what I mean? Let's give him a chance, whatever. It just hurts to say it now. It hurts to say
it. Does, though. It does.
AP was sour. Sorry, but I mean, it's, yeah.
Now, this is true.
I had to move his ball out of view. He over in the corner now.
You're not lying, bro. I had to make a new flag.
Marcus Allen back at his right.
Y'all know how the fans do right here. Somebody gonna see that shit and unsubscribe. What the fuck is that?
I gotta put Max on my flag and take off the AP.
No, they'll get mad. They'll get mad.
Hey, I still got your homeboy though, Leo. I was scared I was gonna have to take him down. He was going.
I see it down at the bottom now, though. It's getting there.
Chris wants you to put a Waller jersey right there.
Right.
You saw that, Sal? He went like this with his chair.
You know what I'm saying? My boy been covering it up the whole show. We got
that's hilarious.
That's why I don't like getting signatures, bro. I fuck around and get a signature too early, and then fuck around. His career ain't what I think, and now the shit only worth $2.
Not even. It ain't even worth the time you waste.
You know what I'm saying? Now I gotta pay somebody to take this shit. Nobody.
Man, I got a Raider cap with Terrell Pryor's autograph on it.
Okay.
Oh man. Shoot, I got a hat with Renfro.
See?
Right. See, I got fucking only signature I have for real is Greg Townsend. That's it.
Oh wow, that's not a bad signature.
He's around LA.
Bro, he's a monster.
Only time I met him, if anybody know, bro, you at the Oakland games and there's like a little lid store, whatever the fuck that be. On the Raider image. The Raider image that's right there for you get to walking on that bridge. You know, there's always be players and shit, some old school players that be signing something at the Raider image over there. So finally got him. I think my dad got Willie Brown too. So,
yeah.
Woo, that's a good one.
That's a good one, bro. Yeah. That was fire. I need to get some more. Darren McFadden is my ultimate. I want his
DMC. Ultimate. I got pictures and everything with DMC.
I was trying to get DMC at last year's open practice.
Bro, check.
I'm jealous. But okay.
These are from all the games, bro.
Oh,
I got like a bazillion of these joints. I there's literally probably 30 of these right here.
Were they signatures?
All signatures from all the ex-players.
That's fire.
Just got a gang of them. I got Kenny King. This is 89, so I forget who that. I mean, it ain't all personalized. A lot of them. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do, but these is fire, bro. These is fire.
You have to hang them things up.
Yeah.
You should frame them and hang them up, or give them to your followers, big dog.
Yep.
Yeah, or if you frame them, you can definitely get those off.
There's a gang of them though, and they all, they're all a little different. They all got
Street Brody's right though. Sadly.
If you think about it, the Raiders head coach job was like a trap when Al Davis was alive.
Yes.
No say so on anything.
No, yeah,
draft the players we run for
the Cowboys.
And
It's Cowboys. It's Cowboys.
Cowboys. Bro, I've been telling people for the longest that was who Jerry Jones idolized, was Al Davis. He wanted to be Al Davis.
And it's funny, the end of his career is low-key looking similar.
It is looking similar.
Bro, it's no different. It's no different. It's really but good. Real talk, he always wanted to be Al Davis, bro. And now it's shown.
I mean, and as y'all know, back in the day, Al, of course, we all know Al for being that guy. You know what I mean? Not many people would say know more football than Al. You feel what I'm saying? To be able to coach and own and still do all that extra spot the talent, it's different. But you know, there was nobody to check the power, in my opinion, bro. There was nobody to say, all right, Al, slow on down, bro. Slow down. right. I know Darius Hayward Bay runs a 4.2, but we ain't got to in the first round, bro. Slow down. There was nobody telling him that. I think he was just running rampant in the building, dog.
Correct.
Yeah, no, there was nobody to tell him no.
Nah, that's where it got nasty, bro. That's where it got nasty. So we coming up on the hour, man. But before we get out of here, I do want to go ahead and just do a general speak on kind of best worst moments out your recollection, right? So for example, I'll say some of the best memories of mine, just coming up. Not a lot of winning, so I'll say that. you gotta pick memory. Like I'll say that Darren McFadden game against the Broncos, where we have the infamous laughing meme of Darren. That was a memory for me, man. That was a memory for me. That was a good moment. Of course, we talk about the Derek timeout against the Chargers to send us into the playoffs that year. That was a great moment, of course. And some of y'all got to go to that game, you bastards. So I'm mad at that.
I was there.
So that was a great moment. But any other moments y'all could recollect where you're like, oh man, that's one to remember?
Bro, for me, honestly, it was that I want to say the 2021 season when we beat the Ravens at home. It was electric.
When we first got to Vegas?
It was electric, bro. I can't think of more of a game. It was back and forth.
That was a great game.
We had it right. Think about it. There was not a single game that entire season that didn't go down to the wire for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Especially at home. It was just always a nail biter. And then we made the playoffs and went to the Bengals. So, but that whole season, that season for me is going to always go down. There's nothing that's going to be bigger than that because it was just too many nail biters and we got there,
Right. What you thinking of, Chido? I know SoCal. I'm with you here, man. That run in Seattle.
Hey, I was there, bro. I was there. I had the sideline seats for that one. They got what you call the you got lazy boy chairs on the sideline on the grass.
Yeah.
Honestly, my best memory, bro, from the 2000s, and I love it because as a kid, I hate Denver. I still hate Denver. Yeah. Was owning them for 5 years. Yeah. That was like one of my best things. How long that was?
I love that.
Yeah, that was one of my most favorite. Even if we sucked, bro.
We know we could beat them. We better than y'all. So
real, bro. Another great memory, core memory for me, bro. And this is when Ruggs was here. When we beat the Chiefs that one year. And what's crazy is, bro, I had my graduation. Like I literally graduated from college 2 hours before that. So like before that, because it was, I think it wasn't the COVID year that year too. So I had my shit.
It might have been. That wasn't real.
Because I had my shit virtual. So I literally graduated. Bro, we having my graduation party, and we all sitting there. Was so funny. We all like, all right, bro, let's get ready for this game. We know we're gonna get our ass whooped. Like legit. We're all like,
right.
The happiest portion of the day is gonna be the graduation, bro. When we started actually winning that game, dog. Before that, we all knew we was getting our ass tapped.
Yeah, no, we did. Yeah.
Mahomes had that one game where he had like damn near 500 yards and shit, and he was he had like 5 touchdowns. So before that, bro, there was very minimal success. Let's say that.
Right.
But that was a memory.
You know which other one was memorable? When we beat KC in Oakland, and I think it was Mac and somebody else were celebrating.
Oh,
yeah. Started yelling at the
Yeah.
Was that the Latavius Murray rain?
That was a Latavius Murray game. Yeah.
And we were like fucking two. We had 2 wins. We was all celebrating like we just won the bowl.
Hell yeah, we celebrated like the
Yes. That
Jets walk off.
game,
That was a great one.
bro. I remember being so angry at that game because I'm like, how the fuck are we losing to the Jets, bro?
Right.
Saved us. He saved us that game. That was a prayer.
Yeah.
Wish you a prayer. Oh yeah, bro. That McFadden.
That was a huge thanks to the Jets D though for sending an all-out blitz on the last play.
Right. That was just dumb. Yeah, it was so dumb. It was so dumb. Like, it was
legit played one-on-one coverage with the fastest dude.
Right, and to Ruggs, of all people.
Yeah, of all people, literally the track star.
Right, of all people, Ruggs, man.
You know what's crazy? I could flip this moment. I could flip as many moments as we have, like coming back and winning, like, and flipping it to losing. Remember, like the Dolphins game where they came back to our ass for like 10 seconds.
Don't get me started, bro. That was horrible.
That was terrible. Worst moment. Saints game for sure. That's one of the worst.
Oh, the Saints game was terrible.
Nah,
the Falcons game, bro.
Nah, the worst game ever, bro, was that Cardinals game at home.
Oh, we couldn't stop Kyler Murray.
That was the worst game. That was the worst game of all time,
terrible,
bro.
That
one had me really contemplating. Bro, I sat in that stadium. Everybody left. The people that worked at that stadium was gone before I left the stadium.
Why don't you get out of your seat and go tackle Kyler Murray for us,
bro? It was so bad. That was my low. And like I said, I think that Ravens game was my high. But I'm telling y'all right now, that Cardinals game really had me on the line to like, yeah, I might need another team.
Turf, let me know if I'm lying, Turf. When you in the stadium, that first half, shit, boy, we was cozy. We was like, oh yeah, boy, we whooping ass. We feel good. It's air conditioned in here.
Yeah, right.
We feel good. And in the second half, bro, you collectively see everybody's face turn into like, oh shit.
Because we knew it. Yeah, everything went wrong. Nothing went right. The whole second, not a single point scored. Like, yo, that was the worst ever. That was the worst.
That was
ever.
bad, bro. I feel like you could feel the whole stadium be like, oh, here we go again.
And we knew it. Everybody knew it was going on.
Yep. That was bad. Hey, I agree with Terrence though, because I remember this vividly. That game in Oakland against the Jaguars.
No, the one against the Jaguars, right?
And I think Minshew was fucking playing
on the
Jaguars. Car slid, bro. Car slid that game. I don't give a fuck, bro. They cheated us that game, bro. There was time left. He slid that game. I remember.
Yeah. Yes. That hurt. That hurt.
That was bad, bro.
One of my most memorable games in Oakland was against the Lions when Barry Sanders was there.
Did he
Every time Barry touched the ball, the whole
team got quiet.
He carved our ass up, didn't he? I already know what he did.
If we got him, it was like, whew.
Yeah. See, and that was the same feeling I had. That's why it's sort of a win-loss situation for me because I love LT as a running back.
Oh man,
God damn it, going to watch that man in person. You a fan of the other team? You scared shitless, dog. You like, God damn, bro. Every time he touched the ball, he might score. Catch the ball, he might score. Damn near throw the ball. He might throw it.
Hey, was that Cardinals game the game that ruined Renfro? Because I see Isaiah's
that was the concussion.
That's the one that ruined him, right? Yeah, dog. He said his father was never forgave him. I'm telling y'all, that game was the worst.
I've never seen a fan base collectively turn on a player like that than we did with Renfro after that. Because after that, it was like everybody was like, I don't give a fuck about them silly ass routes. Catch the ball. Nobody cared about the route running after Renfro.
Nobody wanted to talk about the slick.
Bro, we didn't give a damn how he ran routes. It's like catch the ball, bro. Fuck all that.
Yo, that was bad. That was bad. Bro. I'm telling y'all, I didn't even realize that was that game. We lost a whole lot more than that game. That game we lost.
We were at the home opener last year. After having beaten the Ravens, we were hype as shit
Yeah, knowing we was
Carolina tore us a new one. That was one of the worst feelings ever.
It was. It was bad, especially because then we had the parade too, right?
Remember we had the march.
Parade. It hurt. That did hurt. That hurt.
And we lost and they were trash.
They were trash.
Yeah.
Andy Dalton,
bro.
Bro, just fucking nope. Sorry. Y'all went to a game where fucking Tyson Bagent beat us.
Yeah,
bro, he'll never get another meaningful snap.
Nah, he'll never play again in life.
And
or the Colts game when we lost to Jeff Saturday, and Matt Ryan caught a pass got a run for long yards against us. Matt Ryan, bro.
Jeff, who will never get another coaching
ever again in life. He won't be able to coach high school.
Yeah, no.
He ran for like 50 yards, bro.
No, so terrible, bro. And I'm not gonna say this is because it wasn't a bad game, but that note card game was bad.
Right.
Yeah, that note card game was fucking whack.
And I didn't bring this up, and I just saw this game the other day. I didn't bring it up on the best moments, but y'all remember when we played Tampa Bay when Jameis Winston was there and Derek Carr was there, and Derek Carr had like 500 yards that game or whatever the case. That was that game. That was the game. I remember.
Seth Roberts went off on that game, right?
Seth Roberts had the game-winning touchdown on that one right there.
Mm-hmm.
Did we not make the playoffs that year, or we were close? I think that was the year
we didn't make the playoffs that year. Was that the year we made the playoffs? That was in 2016, was it?
I swear to God, that was the year that we made the playoffs, bro. I swear to God. We got somebody in the backstage before we get on out of here. He thought he could creep in here and not say
this guy.
No,
he thought
I
just joined the wrong link.
No, I just saw the studio. It was live, so I just clicked on it, not even looking at what it was. I thought it was the one tonight for us for the connection.
Hey,
that's why when I jumped in, I saw you guys here. I'm like, oh shit.
What up, Big Jeff? Man, we about to get on out of here.
Yes, sir.
What's going on?
You know how to say what's up. Give much love. Real quick, man, before we get on out of here, what's some of your most favorite moments of the 2000s, if you remember anything?
From the 2000s?
Yeah,
sure as hell wasn't the Super Bowl, that's for sure.
Not one of us brought it up, Jeff. You had to be the one.
Yeah, we trying to not say nothing about the Super Bowl. Oh, Tuck rule.
The Tuck rule. That one might have had me burned up more.
I had a hole in my garage door. My mom had to punch a hole in the garage.
No, bro. Gannon getting smashed by Saragusa.
Yeah.
I mean, those are the worst ones, obviously. I mean, the best moments were watching Tim Brown come back and retire as a Raider, Howie Long going in the Hall of Fame. Not necessarily the game stuff, but just more of like the memory thing, the good stuff.
He's Mr. Positives. Yeah, I like that.
You know?
Yeah, I like that.
You know, it hurt when you saw Tim Brown left, but you kind of got it. You understood we weren't going to keep him for that last year. He went to Tampa, big deal. Went to Tampa and came back, retired as a Raider, went in the Hall of Fame as a Raider. So, you know.
Seeing a Stabler go in the Hall of Fame finally?
Yep. You know, unfortunately, he had already been passed away. I mean, he should have gone in while he's still alive. Thank God Tom Flores went in because I don't know how much longer he's got left.
Cliff Branch was another one.
Yeah. Right. And man, it's so sad. We got to talk about off the field for us to be like, oh, success, best moments. It's not even a lot of on the field moments, bro.
No, that's what I mean. It's like what were some of the best moments that were good? Josh Jacobs winning the Russian title,
exactly,
and then we get rid of him a year later. I mean,
yep, we did.
You know?
Hey,
so there's the good and the bad.
Well, it's a party in here, bro. It's a party in here. All right, it's an unexpected party in here. But before we get on out of here, man, I mean, since Jeff is here, man, anything you want to shout out the show real quick before you get on out of here? Let people know what time y'all about to go on.
We're going on in like 15 minutes.
Okay, 15 minutes, man. Y'all make sure y'all tap in with Jeff, man. They going with the Raider Connection. I mean, Leo, he got to get some time for he go ahead and go on his Raider Connection show too, man. He got to get some woosah time in there. So we're gonna get ready to get on out of here early. But what I do want to say is, Jeff, everything you doing with that with that New England chapter, bro. Hey, salute to you, bro. Because I'm seeing everything you're doing, man. Salute to you. It's real dope.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Of course, I wish I could make my way
fun.
out there. I want to make my way out there to where you at one of these days. I'll be scared, bro. I'll be scared.
Why? Why are you gonna be scared?
Y'all out there are a different breed, bro. Y'all are a different breed. y'all East Coasters are a different breed, bro. You gonna see Leo when you go, bro. They different. They are not like us, bro. Yeah. They mad aggressive up there, bro.
When I went to Pittsburgh, I was like, oh, hey, oh.
I went to time. I hear them talking. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Y'all so aggressive down here. What the fuck is going on, bro?
Especially anybody that's staying up in Boston, you're in for a rude awakening if you've never been to Boston.
Oh, I imagine already. Yeah.
Oh, I could tell, bro. Just go be ready, bro.
I'm just gonna
don't ask for directions while you're in Boston because you ain't gonna get them.
Hey, bro. Hey, Leo, you as much spice as they used to out there, Leo. So
right?
You get stuff right out there, man. But hey, man, make sure everybody y'all stay safe, man. Hopefully y'all was safe for the 4th. I see some people getting their fingers blown off, so hopefully y'all still all got your ligaments. Everybody got their same ligaments.
I got mine. I'm good.
But
Piol, whatever his name is.
Yeah, no JPP, man. No JPP
that's it.
right here. Now we got a new one. There's a dude named 4 Extra. If y'all ever look up Google, I'm telling you, he can only do this. Rock and roll.
That's crazy, dude. Oh my God.
That's it, bro. That's it. But until then, man, make sure y'all tapping on the like button on Jeff channel, on Chido channel. I didn't even see him back there. My bad. On Turf channel as well. I was about to say, Turf then gave us a sign that it's time to get out of here because every time we reach a certain point, his camera starts. Hey, bro, he got the Google Meet setting, bro. After an hour and a half, bro, that camera says it's a wrap, dog. We gotta get the fuck up out of here. But till then, hey, bro. Oh yeah, forgot, man. We got our show on Saturday, man, with Jay. Make sure y'all tap in. We got Violator, right? We got Violator coming on. I know nice. Jeff you already had him on one of your shows already.
Yeah,
so it's gonna be fire. Yeah, it's gonna be fire to get him back on there. So make sure y'all tap in with that. Hey, shout out to LV. I know he about to bro, my homie I went with high school. What? He talking about his homie he went to high school and got his face blown off.
Man.
What he put an M80 in his mouth? Holy crap.
How does this happen? How does this shit happen? Y'all gotta be safe.
You're a fireman, Chef. You'd be surprised the dumb shit people in California do.
Oh, trust me. Trust me, they ain't too bright over this way either.
Yeah, bro. I literally had a fire on the hill over here because somebody was being stupid over here. They fire over here, bro. But appreciate everybody, and of course we're gonna get ready to get on out of here. Hit the connection. Turf, he got his show with Angelo as well. Knockout Canvas. What time is that? Oh, you muted, big dog. Oh,
there goes that OBS program.
Yeah, see, I told you, man. The shedding starts saying we fried, bro. We fried. But I know it's probably at 7. Probably 7 o'clock. Turf.
I think it's at 7. He said, right. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, it's at 7. So all right, say less. 8, 9.
Oh, 10 Central.
10.
So that's here. Yeah. He's 10 Central. My bad. Yeah. I got it.
So we got Turf at 10 o'clock. We got my boys, Chido, Jeff, LV, and Jay in about like 10 minutes. So y'all got more Raider content on the way. We appreciate everybody here. And make sure y'all tune in next week. I'm going to have Chris and Severe to go over the defense of the two.
That's going to be fun, bro.
That's going to be fun. So
until then, to hear Arden Key's name come out.
That's going to be hilarious. It's going to be hilarious. Much love to everybody, man. Y'all know what I say every time you're on the rundown, man. We keep it authentic from the clouds to the ground on the Radio Rundown. And I'm going to see y'all next week. Peace.